Lagos, the capital of Nigeria and its main port. The city is situated in the southwest of Nigeria, looking out on the Gulf of Lagos. Lagos is a vigorous city, brimming with modern urbanism and populated by almost 2 million people. Nigeria itself is in fact the most densely populated country in Africa, with a population exceeding 65 million people. In Lagos, you can see the crowded old quarters side by side with the modern and sophisticated. Many crafts and small industries flourish here in Lagos, such as textiles, fabrics, some modern, some old and traditional. The Muslims in Nigeria constitute about 50% of the population. The largest of Muslim concentrations are in the northern provinces of Nigeria, which is itself the largest of West African nations. Islam began to flourish there when the Muslim conquests started in the north of the continent and then increased through the victories of the Murabitin in Africa. From then on, the Nigerians zealously took to learning Arabic, the language honored and glorified through becoming the language of the Holy Quran. This day in Lagos is one of the days of the holy month of Ramadan.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله.
In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful, we revealed the Quran on the night of the Qadr. Would that you knew what the night of Qadr is like. Better is the night of Qadr than 1,000 months. Oh, that night. On that night the angels and the Spirit, by their Lord's leave, come down with his decrees. That night is peace till break of dawn. In modern times, colonialism hasn't helped the way of Islam. But all the same, the Nigerians themselves took to the religion heart and soul. In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful, we try today the interpretation of Surah Al-Furqan. In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful. Blessed be he who has revealed Al-Furqan to his servant, that he may warn mankind. The Lord of the heavens and the earth, who has begotten no children and has no partner in his kingdom, who has created all things and ordained their destinies.
وخلق كل شيء فقدره تقديرا واتخذوا من دونه آلهة.
Yet the unbelievers serve beside him other gods which can create nothing and were themselves created, idols which can neither help nor harm themselves and which have no power over life or death or the raising of the dead.
موتا ولا حياة ولا نشورا صدق الله العظيم صدق الله العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. We have now heard the beginning of Surah Al-Furqan. 3 verses of that surah. The first is about the infinity of God Almighty in what He has bestowed upon us of beneficence and mercy. The second is about the oneness of God, His supremacy far and beyond any equal. And the third is about creation.
عباده في معاشهم ومعادهم. لنأتي الآن على مفردات الآية الأولى. تبارك.
In Nigeria, the tribes talk in numerous and varied languages in almost 200 different tongues and dialects. The official language, however, is English, imposed by the English themselves, while in Muslim schools, Arabic is the language taught, learned and loved jealously by Muslims in order, of course, to grasp and understand the Holy Quran.
تبارك بمعنى تكاثر خير الله وتعاظمت.
Islam, right through its history, has always placed great value on religious education. The sovereignty of God in Islam is not just a supernatural phenomenon. It covers all aspects of political and legal sovereignty. And in these two, no one other than God has any share. To God alone belongs the rightful authority to exercise power on this earth over those whom God has created in it. No elite class, no leader of any religious group, no democracy vested in the sovereignty of the people participate in.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شهر رمضان.
In the month of Ramadan, the Quran was revealed, a book of guidance with proofs of guidance distinguishing right from wrong. Therefore, whoever of you is present in that month, let him fast. But he who is ill or on a journey shall fast a similar number of days later. Allah desires your well-being, not your discomfort. He desires you to fast the whole month. You may magnify him and render thanks to him for giving you his guidance.
وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعاني فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون.
Here is one of the big mosques in the city of Lagos, and the worshippers have just finished the Friday prayer. Almsgiving outside the gate of the mosque is a tradition well practiced in Islam. Now they all leave, each going his own way. Most of them usually start at the market to do the day's shopping. At this time of the year, the temperature in Lagos is usually well into the 30s, which makes fasting fairly rigorous for a Nigerian Muslim, particularly because of the high humidity. Nevertheless, they go about their business in good spirits and with strong faith regarding the harsh climate as a point of the lesson. At sunset, after a hard day of fasting, comes the iftar, the breaking of the fast. Muslim breakfast table. Among popular meals in Nigeria is the niyam, a meal of banged meat, and while in the north they mix it with some ground maize. Another favorite is ghaari, very popular in other parts of Nigeria, usually with pistachio in it. Meat, of course, is plentiful in Nigeria. Once the iftar and the last prayer of the evening are finished, the young people gather together in circles, singing and chanting happy songs in praise of Ramadan. With Ramadan coming to an end, preparations for the Eid feast begin. The Eid feast is considered by the Muslims in Nigeria to be one of the happiest occasions. On the morning of the Eid feast day, many thousands of Nigerian Muslims, men, women and children gather together, dressed in their most festive clothes, getting ready for the prayers of the feast. Though Lagos and other cities are full of large mosques, there is never enough room in them for everybody. So large numbers go to open places for prayers. And at specially appointed quarters, they carry out their ritual ablutions before praying, while others resort to their own individual methods. Donations are collected from the faithful and senior religious officials into the mosques to prayers. After the prayers, every worshipper turns to his neighbor, shakes his hands, and conveys his best wishes and greetings of the season. Finally, the proceedings end in a round of popular festivities.